Yo. We are back in the house. And today I'm thinking and I'm gonna start it off with something a little different. We're gonna get a little bit musical today. I was thinking we should start today off with a solo remix of one of Chris's favorite songs. This is a song that Chris has on repeat. He has the album art on the back of his phone cover. He literally has seen these guys in concert 17 times. He was the biggest fanboy, but I wrote a rendition of his favorite song. I just rewrote it in the shower, actually, as a matter of fact. And it goes a little something like this, Chris. This is my love letter to meme coins. Memes are my fire, the one desire. Believe when I say that Chris is gay for memes all day. Yes. And if memes are gay, then I'm gay.
Oh my!
Let's go in the house! Rumble in the house! What's good? How you doing today, Christopher?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. People are gonna like chop that up, share it. They're gonna play mariachi music behind that. I was so confused. I was like, "Where are you going with this?" And then, right when you started seeing Backstreet Boys, I was like, "Oh God, here we go." And just a little context for you guys. One time we were at a bar doing karaoke, and I went up to this DJ that Trey Souls was hitting on, and I decided to write down a song for him. Or I wrote down Backstreet Boys "I Want It That Way," and 20 minutes later, out of the blue, his name got called. And right when he went up to look at the song, he ratted me out right on the spot. He ratted me out. He did not say, "Oh, I'll just do it." No, he's like, "Chris did this," and then he tried to put me in for a song, but he picked one of our other friends, so I got off the hook that night. So it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I like to bring it up that Backstreet Boys is Chris's favorite of all time. He can't never think of a better song than that. So I was just thinking about my love for memes in the shower, and that song popped into my head, and I was like, bingo, that's it. That is it right there, dude. That's the new verse intro music.
yeah. Face Your Alley loves it. Good to have you in here. Good gotta say you seem pretty good, bro. Good stuff. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, Facing Around, we'll clip it. Like, Facing Around, he's a 4LP horse. So that guy, he works hard. So like when it
Oh,
comes to him making stuff, he's gonna do it. What's up, Alex? Good to have you. Utah. Oh, dang. Welcome back, Trey. Yeah, actually,
yay.
Utah was giving you props the other day. He was saying he really liked your TA. What was that trading method you like to use?
Well, it's called Ichimoku, and what happened was one day I was like, "Dang, I just want to know more about TA," and so I actually just went to Barnes and Nobles and I tried to find any book on TA. I just picked
Right.
up a book. I started reading through the first few pages of it, realized I understood that content, so I just started flipping through it more, and boom, I just landed on an indicators page. There was a lot of indicators, and something about the Ichimoku. It was the name Ichimoku. It just stuck out to me, and so I read about it, and I was like, wow, this is an entirely different way to look at charts. It's not really so numerical as to more so it is finding patterns and looking at a map. So pretty cool stuff. Definitely love using that, and excited to grow in more technical understanding here at Never.
Yeah, good stuff, man. I mean, I was looking at the chart the other live stream, and you called the 92K bottom on BTC, or I can't remember. You had a general consensus, but you had like 92K or something, and whatever you did actually nailed it right on the T, which is good. So we'll go over that in a second. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about, especially within the TitanX ecosystem, because there's a lot of stuff coming up, and then we're gonna get into some meme coins, guys. If you got meme coins, shill it. We'll chart it. We'll tell you if it's trash or a gem. Actually, no, we need something better. It can't be trash or pass. Like what's something? Ape or fade? Like what's something that's clingy? Like what we
Yeah.
ought what we ought to do is do something clean where we put up a video where we say ape or fade, and like the video is like a hype up one, and then the fade would be like the oh get out of here, we don't want to watch that. You know what I'm saying? And we can put on
Yes.
yeah. We gotta do something like that. So if you got that, guys, there's 24 of you guys in here now, 25. Please share this live stream out, like it, get more people in here, and the more people get in this live stream, the more alpha we'll give you, because we got a lot of really great stuff today to talk about. Now, ape or fade is fire. Okay, we'll call it ape or fade. I like it. So like if you can do like a video of like a gorilla just says ape and it's just like freaking out, and then fade, you got to do something with like skull bones and like a what, like a cemetery with like ghosts saying that nah, we out. You know what I'm saying?
Done, bro. Done. I'll whip it up.
All right, cool. All right, so stuff's coming to the TitanX ecosystem. It's getting really interesting. I can tell by the views just right now that because there's not that many people in here, this is going to be the bottom. So this is the indicator of how I figure out what to get into, what to look at. Because when I tweet something out and it doesn't click hard, that's how I know whatever project that is or whatever idea that is, it's an absolute gem. If I tweet something out that clicks extremely hard, that might be the top, or that might be of a huge concern because you're getting a massive crowd consensus behind it. So getting into what's going on with TitanX, we actually had the announcement of something big, and I'm gonna share my screen. If you guys were watching last night, we had a live stream about this. So we have the launch of the Switch.win. The Switch, it's called a DEX aggregator. A DEX aggregator is, long story short, basically a internet search engine for swaps on DEXs. So when you come to this DEX aggregator and you say, I want to swap from Ethereum to TitanX, it'll go through Uniswap. It'll go through any DEX that has TitanX liquidity, find the best trade possible, and then execute it so that you can save on fees. This also works for Memecoins, projects on Ethereum, projects on Pulsechain, anything you can think of. Does that make sense?
Yeah, bro. It's cross chain, my guy.
Exactly. And oh actually, yeah, that's a good point. And this is developed by, like, we're part of the team with build tech, build on tech. Oh god,
Build the tech.
build the tech. Okay. Sorry, bro. I can't remember stuff
All
right now.
good.
So we're part of the team of build tech. We're coming out with the Switch. This right now, it's a slow rollout. There's going to be attempts to maybe use the fees to burn the Morpheus token. We haven't gotten there yet, and it comes down to not overly promising things, but the idea is the Morpheus token is going to be the centerpiece of the Switch. We don't say swap, we say switch. We're going to start a new fashion trend, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh, bro, I like it. Yeah, putting that out into the ether and taking, you know, taking digital intellectual property rights in the metaphysical realm is the way to go, bro. We're commanding it, and we're taking the switch and we're putting the switch on it because we love the switch. Let's go.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so the main point I'm just trying to get across is this is going to be an aggregator that's going to build out with the TitanX ecosystem. It's going to follow TitanX. I guarantee you there's going to be projects on base. There's going to be projects on where else? Like Solana. I mean, everything through X28. This aggregator is going to be the centerpiece, and then it's going to build into a competitor with 1inch and also cow swap. So these aggregators are going to be extremely important. They're absolutely awesome. And yeah, man, I'm excited. And, you know, shout out to Rax Riches because he did a phenomenal job with this aggregator. So if you guys want to come over and use it, you come over to switch.win. And let me just paste this in the chat real quick. See if it'll let me go through. And then you come over here to launch the app. You can come here, connect your wallet. And then, you know, you just bring up your wallet real quick. Let's see if I can get it up. See it'll pop up. Do a little connect. Cool. So this is just a wallet I like to use just to test out dApps and stuff. So you can come over here and be like, okay, I want TitanX. And then you say I want to use 50% of my ETH. This might be, yeah. So you come down here, 50% of it is about $100, and they'll come down here and say, all right, you will receive, I don't know, what's that, like 208 billion or 2.08 billion or something, or wait, millions. Sorry, this is bothering me. Yeah, 208 billion right there. Boom. And you'll receive that much of TitanX. So it's pretty awesome. If you got other tokens like, I don't know, like SHIB, you can swap for SHIB in here. You can swap for pretty much any ERC20. And yeah, man. So that's how you use the switch. You can do transactions, all your favorite tokens. And this also would be a great place to swap for like a token like Morpheus, Dragon X, and the list goes on. And what's really cool is this has routing. So basically, you know how there's so many like LP pairs and stuff through the TitanX ecosystem. Well, what this will do is you can start from Ethereum and get a Morpheus, and it'll automatically go through those liquidity pools for you and do the entire swap. So I think it's pretty awesome. So
what a phenomenal job he's done at integrating what everybody considers to be the most serious DeFi, Ethereum, Binance, stable coins into this aggregator, but then also centering it around the TitanX ecosystem. Absolutely brilliant marketing angle. This thing, I can imagine the website has probably already gotten so many hits because of the use case in the TitanX ecosystem. So, dude, he stealth launched this thing, just popped up and came out. This is super innovative.
Yeah, man. No, it's awesome, man. And I'm really excited about it, and it's gonna be something that's gonna build into a really beautiful ecosystem. So yeah, man. So you guys, please check out the Switch. It's going to support Morpheus, and now Morpheus is technically a utility token. I know people are all about utility, yada yada yada. That's what it is. What it is. So cool, good stuff, man. And the other thing I will say is, even like I prefer using Switch because we're gonna build this out to be something really great. But there's also other aggregators. So if one thing I would suggest, if you're new to the crypto ecosystem, consider using these aggregators, because what a lot of them will do is you can actually go through, do a swap, and you don't have to pay an Ethereum gas fee. Well, no, you have to pay it, but it's done through the swap. So some aggregators, what they'll do is, like, say, for example, you swap from TitanX to Wrapped ETH. Instead of paying the Ethereum gas, you will pay the gas fee in tokens from that swap. So let's say it's like $100 and you're swapping 10 grand over into Ethereum. You have that 10 grand minus that $100 for the gas fees. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So Switch is not taking the slippage out of the TitanX token.
Well, just no. I'm talking about aggregators in general.
Okay.
I'm saying aggregators in general. A lot of them will do the fee, the gas fee through the token swap, right?
Right.
And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is, like, like I said, I prefer Switch, but there's a lot of these aggregators on different ecosystems that do this in case gas fees go up, right?
Okay.
And the main point I'm trying to get across is I'm seeing a lot of people freak out about gas fees. They're saying, oh, if you don't buy Ethereum right now, and then next thing you know, gas fees go absolutely bonkers, you're going to be stuck with trying to get Ethereum on Coinbase at the top of the market, and then they delay your withdrawal for a week. Well, that's probably going to happen because it happens every bull market. But the main point I'm trying to say is, worst comes to worst, if you understand how to use one of these aggregators and you don't have any ETH to pay the gas fee, you can use this aggregator to pay that fee and not have to worry about losing all your gains. You see what I'm getting at here?
Absolutely.
So yeah, a lot of these aggregators have that option, and that's an option that I think all you guys should explore, because I see a lot of these main influencer accounts. They love to do this fear stuff. They love to, like, make you feel like you're in fear, like you're gonna mess up, like they're gonna throw you off. It just drives me crazy. So I just want to make that crystal clear, because even like I said, I would support the Switch because it supports the TitanX ecosystem, but CowSwap is good. 1inch is good. All these aggregators are good. And I would suggest understanding how to use these, because that is a tool in your toolbox that you can use in the crypto bull market. And that's something I wish people showed me. Goo Guy was the one who got me onto 1inch. And then once I got into 1inch, I started going crazy and looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I don't have to pay that gas fee. And I can do this. I can do that. So that's the power behind aggregators. Sorry, I went on a crazy rant. Did you get all that?
Yeah, aggregators basically means it's a higher step in self custody. It's learning how to use a little bit more of a complex tool, but understanding that when you get over the learning curve, you're reducing your fees, you're giving yourself the best price across the market. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, and you don't have to, and the gas fees can be taken into the transaction. So you don't like a lot of these, you don't have to have like Ethereum in your wallet to approve the gas fee. It'll do it. It'll basically take a piece of the swap. So if you do a 10 grand swap and the gas is like $200, it'll take $200 of that 10 grand swap.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That,
So
that's eliminating a pain point in cryptocurrency.
yeah. So while everyone's like going crazy about gas fees, I'm like, yo, I'm just swapping it out, man. So don't worry about it. So, and the other thing I also want to say is this market's gonna be a little bit different because we got layer twos. So I do think the gas fees will go up, but they're not gonna be as crazy as last market unless we decide to see like another NFT boom. If we have another NFT boom, then yeah, man, it's over, bro. I would start getting familiar with those aggregators real quick. So
I'm gonna say that there's gonna be an NFT boom too.
oh god, dude, I really wish NFTs would just go away, but I unfortunately that's probably a bottom signal, and you should probably get NFTs just because I'm saying that. So cool. All right, now let's talk about the elephant in the room, TitanX ecosystem stuff. All right.
The only people afraid, not unafraid to tackle this on stream week after week, market cycle after market cycle. What do we got?
All right. So we need to talk about what's going on with Hydra. So how Hydra works, and you guys can look at my past live streams and videos. I probably explained Hydra probably 6 or 7 times. I even did a chart drawing it out on was it Miro?
Yep.
I wonder if I still have that. Oh, never mind. I need to log back in. Hold on, let me see if I can log back in real quick. So give me 1 second.
And while he's doing that, I'll say this. He says, except Utah says, except E280 NFTs, they rock. I do think those are cool too, bro. I
Same
have E280 NFTs with full disclosures.
and same with Stacks. Stacks NFTs
That's,
are pretty sick too. Hold on,
there
it's
you go.
coming in.
Yeah, TitanX is a little different though. We built different, as they say.
Yeah, let's see if I still have this. Oh, here you go. Yeah, I still have this. Let's see, Myro. Yeah, so basically this is like this is the Hydra play out. So you have the miner, piece of the miner goes to the Dragon X vault. A piece of the TitanX used the miner goes to the vortex. Then you have some use for the buy and burn and yada yada yada. Now the vortex just got activated, meaning that TitanX and Dragon X was sent over to the buy Dragon X vault and then the Hydra buy and burn. So basically, you're going to see more Dragon X bought off the market, sent over to the Hydra buy and burn, and that Dragon X is going to be used to burn Hydra. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what's happening is Hydra is slowly getting the supply eaten away. Let's look at the stats real quick. Last time I checked this was closer to 75%, and now it's sitting close to 71.37%. So what this is telling me is the Hydra liquid supply is slowly reducing. Now, the best indicator about when this protocol is going to go absolutely bonkers is when Hydra miners become profitable. So if I come over here to mine, Hydra miners is sitting at 11.98%. When I checked this a couple days ago, it was at negative 24%. So Hydra miners are becoming profitable right now. And the reason why I want to point this out is there's 46 of you people in here, now 48. And I'm telling you, Hydra miners are starting to become profitable. And remember the last time we had a similar conversation, this Trace Souls? Remember the last time we talked about something like this?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was with Hyper.
Yes. When we talked about Hyper and we told you guys it was about negative 8%. And we said, hey, Hyper's coming back to life. This thing's about to go crazy. And then next thing you know, Hyper was going all over the place. The TitanX community comes back in. Everybody was there, but they never left. Just like stuff like that, bro. I was like, guys, get out of here. Get out of here. We told you guys first. So because we told you guys first about Hyper, we're going to tell you guys first about Hydra. And in my opinion, Hydra miners are going to become profitable very soon. And this part of the ecosystem is about to go crazy. So I would be paying special attention to this. I would claim my Hydra miners. I would look to see, okay, if I get back in, would it make sense to start another one before we start to see the full top of the market? Or maybe it might be a good idea to hold a liquid bag because a lot of this stuff is getting burned. So in my opinion, Hydra, Dragon X, and Morpheus are the plays right now. Does that make sense?
Nobody's looking.
Nobody's looking, man.
Nobody's
Looking.
talking. Nobody's peeping. Nobody's in the chat except for all the somebodies that are in the chat. All the Chads, the Alpha Chadettes in the chat right now. 48 of you learning about 3 things Chris just said you could do with your Hydra. Sick, bro. Thank you for that help.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I might just be a Hydra Maxi after this because nobody's
think
talking
so, bro.
about it.
Just change your name, dude. Change your Twitter name to Hydra King.
Oh, Hydra King. Oh, bro, that would be sick. That would be absolutely, dude. That's a phenomenal idea.
Hydra King. That's your new Hydra King 35, bro. That's you.
Hydra King 35, baby. Yeah. So here's what we're seeing on Hydra right now. So that's a very clear inverse head and shoulders. Right there. Inverse head and shoulders about to form. Now, what I want to see is this come up. We need to, why does this look so jacked up? Oh, there you go. So come here. We need to come up and touch this neckline right here. So neckline. Once we touch that neckline, the pattern's going to form and we'll touch it a couple times and then see you later. When that comes to fruition, we'll probably come up here and get into this resistance right here. So we'll break out to about where we were back in November, and then we'll test out this resistance and we'll start building up. So yeah, man, like I said, Hydra is the play. I guess I'm the Hydra King now. Since nobody likes Hydra, like when people get really popular in something, I don't like it anymore. I don't want to be with the crowd. I like being that weirdo in the corner. So I like Hydra now. So,
but not like that weirdo in the corner.
Just, no, not
I'm gonna
like
help
that.
him out on. I'm gonna help him out on this one because I can't see my boy go down like that. He's my boy, and he's a Hydra King, not a Beta King, not a Beta Queen.
I swear, dude, X basically lowered the IQ of everybody because now it's like when you say one thing, bro, it's taken out of proportion. Like, no. I'm glad you're looking out for me, but yeah, I can already tell that, dude. There's gonna be a lot of clip videos from this live stream. It's gonna be so bad.
Yeah, I had to get your back on that one. He pushes my boy. I'll never let him see him go down in flames.
Oh God! All right, yeah. So, like I said, guys, check out Hydra. This is going to be a great way to increase your TitanX position. Any thoughts or opinions on Hydra?
Yeah, dude, I love charts that are bottomed out like that. Actually, we pull up the Ichimoku channel on that so I can look at it for a second. I'll just tell you what I see immediately. That's what the point of the Ichimoku, it means at a glance, that you can just look at everything at a glance. And what I see the exact same setup as TitanX. You have the Tenkan Sen underneath the Kaijin Sen, which is the red average, which is the 26-day average. That's way above. So you're going to start seeing those creep closer and closer together, just like they are on the TitanX chart. Right now, they're just touching on the TitanX chart, similar to how MACD sometimes touches and bounces off of each other. Well, this is what we're seeing, the same exact setup. And when that comes through and bursts through that red, bro, woo, we're going to be killing lots of resistance.
So when these two lines touch, you're saying that it's going to go.
Yes. Yeah, so only, okay. See how the red span of the cloud up to the right is marked by a green underline?
Yeah.
Okay. So the perfect formula is when the Kaijin Sen and the Tenkan Sen cross in that cloud, and the Tenkan-sen, which is the blue line, overtakes the Kaijin-sen from its current position. So once blue crosses upwards of red in that cloud span, this thing is set to go nuclear, bro.
So you're saying when this blue line comes up here, it intersects with this red line, but it has to be in this cloud?
Yes.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Let me go back. Let me go back. I hate this mouse. Okay, so it comes into that cloud and then crosses and ready to go. All right. Well, I'm just curious. And then the clouds start forming on what day did this form? Huh. Interesting. All right, I see. So when these two
formed, yeah, it
oh,
forms. The cloud will be able to form after the first 26 days because it's a 26-day projection into the future from previous support and resistance averages. That's what the cloud is itself. So it's
yeah.
projecting future support and resistance. And the
Okay.
lines are the moving averages that cross into that resistance. And this is a pattern that is very, very bullish when it comes to these channels.
Okay. So I'm seeing it come down here, it touch right here, and then came back down. So that's probably this little touch right here was a means a move was coming, and then we got rejected out of that move, and then came down, and then we're following this average, came up, came back down, came back up. So then what's this blue line called?
That is called the Tenkan-sen.
Okay, so came up, crossed the Tankinson. Now it's sitting up here. Okay, cool. So yeah, man, I like it. Good stuff. Anything else?
No, I like it. It's very bullish chart. It just at a glance, you can see it in a second and know if it's bullish or if it's bearish. So that's what I like. I really enjoy this chart right here, and definitely excited. Glad like your analysis. Good stuff. Moving forward.
All right. So we gotta talk about Shogun. So Shogun got in on day 28. I'm a 28 life pass, so of course I'm gonna go on day 28. I'm not gonna go on any other day. Screw all the other numbers. So what happened with Shogun? So basically every auction, I believe it was 2.8 was that million billion 2.8 billion was up for auction every single day. You take your X28, you bid for these tokens, and then based off of that, based on how much X28 you put up, you get a certain allocation of the Shogun token. Now, we just went through the initial distribution phase through that auction, and now we're going through the, I think they call it the proprietary auction. And so essentially what happens is every time you have like a burn or a transaction going through, it goes to the war chest. And let me just show you the war chest over here. So the war chest right here is just collected through the series of taxes and the protocol. And then that's going to be put back out to auction every single day going on to the future. So the big point I'm trying to say is I know this is really complex and it's very similar to Volt, but the supply is capped. It's now deflationary, and we're getting to a point where we're going to start to see some potential bullish price action from Shogun. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the main point I'm trying to say is we're going to have a lot less in these auctions, and they're going to be non-inflationary auctions, and we're starting to buy and burn like crazy on Shogun. So if I come over here to the Shogun chart, and it's actually looking pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
So Shogun, I think it was yesterday was the yeah, it was right here, the 25th. So we came down, boom, another red candle. And the reason why this red candle is extremely bullish right here, we had a gnarly wick down right over here. So we're coming up, came up. Now we filled that wick and we're starting a new day at the bottom right here. And the reason why I'm saying this is bullish is because it's telling me that whales or non-believers are getting out, well, are dumping essentially. And now we're going to slowly start to see the base come up because the inflation is capped at this point, and we're going to keep going on to the future. So overall, man, chart's looking good. Let's take a look at the MACD. 4 hourly. And then let's look at the RSI. All right, so on the MACD, we're starting to see we had a bearish cross on the MACD coming down. And what I want to see with I believe this is the 12. I want to see this 12 start to curl up. Now, the RSI is showing that it's actually being oversold right here. So we're getting very close to oversold territory. So when we start to see a split, and when I say split, you see how it's the downtrend right here. If we cross this line and we see a split across this line, that means we're going to see a potential bullish divergence. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, I like that.
So I like this really setup. And then you see this wick right here. This is the wick I was talking about. We came down and filled in that wick, which is what we need to do. You want to see these wicks getting filled across the board. So overall, man, looking pretty good. The 1 hour and the 4 hour are pretty much very, very similar. And keep in mind, Shogun is paired up with all the other TitanX ecosystem tokens. So when this thing starts going, you're going to see a lot of volume on all the other TitanX pairs. And I think it's going to translate over to Shogun. And plus we also saw the initial distribution phase. So if you guys remember Vault, nobody really cared about Vault until you start seeing green candles. So this is another fair warning. I told you about Hydra. I told you about Shogun. So you can't complain if things start going crazy and whatnot. There's 66 of you guys in here. So very few people are looking at this. You're the 66 lone wolves in the TitanX ecosystem. You see what I'm saying?
Look, this is gold right now, and the market psychology says that when it's in the red, everybody's running, everybody's screaming. It's called blood in the streets because most people can't handle that. But this right here looks inverted as opportunity. So yeah, I like that, man. Can you throw up the Ichi on that one? I just want to see if we're seeing a pattern form here.
Yeah, I'll put it on the 4 hourly.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, I can already tell it's shaping up to do something very similar, even though it's on a much smaller time frame. It's all the way red down virtually. So, yeah, give it some time. It needs time.
Yeah, it looks like I had a cross right here. Like the red, is that a lower moving average?
The red is the 26-day, and the I'm sorry, the blue is the 9-day.
Okay, so we want to see. So when this blue comes up and touches the red again, and we get close into this cloud, then we're going to see the next move. Is what
Yeah,
you're
because
saying?
if you go to the very first, like this, the way I figured this out was by studying the PTGC chart. And if you go look at the very first, biggest, largest run up in PTGC history, you see this. You see this formation occur, and then never have we seen it undone. It has been on a parabolic run upwards ever since, and we've never come back down out of a green cloud span at the top with a lot of support. So now the chart on the PTGC is trading with the candlesticks are much higher than the green support cloud, which indicates an extremely healthy chart. So this shows me what's about to happen. And then, when you see the patterns, you can start using these things as maps.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, man. So overall, it looks good. So guys, we told you about Shogun. We told you about Hydra. Those are our picks for the TitanX ecosystem. I would not fade them. I'll be looking over there. And keep in mind, we saw the Viper chart. The Viper chart definitely has bottomed out. Same with what was the other one with high? There's like the what's the one with Hyper that Steve built on top of it? You know what I'm talking about?
We're at the point where there's too many TitanX protocols, bro, because I
What's
don't.
it? Oh my god, bro, this is starting to bother. Well, you're right. We have like way too many. What is this? What is this thing called? All right, I'll let this load. It takes a minute. It takes Turbo. There it is. There you go. Turbo. So Viper and Turbo, they bottomed out. So there's opportunity there. Phoenix is going through its mint phase. Matrix is going through its mint phase. What else? What else did I miss? There's like 50 billion of these
I
projects.
literally had not even heard of two of those things, my guy. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right, we got one request for Viper and Volt. Okay, yeah, Godex is coming out. We said Viper and Volt chart here. I'll do the Viper chart since all you guys like Viper. I'll do Viper. If we can get 100 people in here, I'll review some more TitanX token price charts. So guys, please share this out, like it, and then also comment down below a couple friends that you think should be in this live stream right now. They need education. So yeah, see this has a very similar price chart to Shogun because Shogun, Turbo, Viper, they all have a very similar auction. Like I'll show you guys. Let's take a look at the Volt chart real quick. So Volt came out when TitanX was running, and that's the reason why it did such a really great price performance. And so let me just show you the Volt chart. That this is the best way to really conceptualize what's going on. Admin and log, right? We'll put in auto. So if I come over here and I just go like this, right? Volt, I believe the auction was like 7 or 12 days. Do you remember in your live stream with him? Wasn't it like 7 days or something?
Uh, it was 7 days.
Okay, so
It was either 7 or 12, bro. I think you may have just said that, but yeah, it's either one of the two, bro.
okay, so you see right here in the initial distribution, it was somewhere between 7 and 12. So basically, this is what the chart was doing. It was going down a little bit, and then this pop came from the TitanX price pump, right? So it popped up, traded sideways in the Elliott wave triangle, and then started going absolutely crazy. So you're going to see a potential similar price action when it comes to these projects because the distribution phase is very similar. You see what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, yeah.
So with a project like Viper, I think the big thing we need is we need to start to see some price action from TitanX. That's the big thing. And the only reason why I'm highlighting Shogun specifically is because it's got LPs and taxes, and those LPs are going to tax arbitrage bots, make it more deflationary, and then also add more to the war chest. So I think it's going to depeg from what's going on with TitanX. Does that make sense?
It has to, bro, and that's what that chart looks like. Is that it's just really basically trying to hold to the peg, like you said with mostly everything. Which is why I'm trying to look almost to see if that thing looks like the Alien X chart too. Yep, pretty similar. Almost got like a head and shoulders in it, and stays close to peg.
Yeah, so right here, we had a cross right here. This is usually a bearish cross. So there's a good chance that we might slowly just go into a couple day correction until we start to see something going on with TitanX. And that's what this cross is saying right here. And then the RSI is saying that it's very oversold and it's very, very low. So what I want to see is this come back up cross, and then I want to see the RSI shoot to the 50. And then when it shoots to the 50, then we'll start to see something going. But for now, it's probably going to keep going like this for a minute. So that's how I see the Viper. But keep in mind, this is the opportunity right here. This is right here is the opportunity when nobody's talking about it. Nobody is talking about Viper. This is your
Nobody but the
opportunity.
verse, baby.
So all wicks filled to the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised to see launch wick filled to the top now. Yes, sir. All right, so it was a 12-day distribution. So yeah, I think it had a lot of correlation to what was going on with that TitanX pump. That's why I was doing really, really, really good. And keep in mind, it did I think it did like a 4x on top of that TitanX pump. So you basically 4x your TitanX bag on top of TitanX pumping. So it was a great trade if any of you guys were in that. So, but yeah, man, overall, I like Volt. I like Viper. I like what was the other one? Turbo, and then I also like Shogun. So cool. Any other thoughts on Viper?
Dude, we're crushing. I mean, we've been through Volt, Viper, Shogun, and what else you said? Dude, it's too much already. Let's go, bro. We're killing the game right now. What do we got? What do we got next? Are we moving on from TitanX now? We got 80 people, 80 guys in here, 80 guys and gals.
Well, we get 100, I'll do more TitanX charts. So the only other chart I want to do is the actual TitanX chart. So, like I said, our picks are Hydra and Shogun, and then looks like we got some fan favorites out there, Viper and Turbo. So, all right. So here's what's going on with TitanX. Dang, God, why did they get rid of my lines, dude? Screw these guys. All right. I got to put my lines back. Dude, I'm about to sue Deck Screener. You know what? I'm going to start my own Deck Screener. Screw them. Since they want to take away my lines, I'm going to take away their business.
Build the tech.
Build the tech back better. All right.
Build tech back better. I like it.
I wonder who said that. All right. So here's what we're looking at right now. We got some sideways consolidation. And like I said, it's in our box of opportunity. I have not changed the lines on this box of opportunity. I just added in some magnets. This is the opportunity. And so one thing I just want to get across. We've got a massive wick right here on TitanX. I guarantee you that wick was impacted by hyper, because hyper started turning on when this happened. I don't know if you guys remember. It was doing like 1 ETH every like 5 minutes or something crazy. Typically on these price charts, we like to see these wicks getting filled. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So one price level I need to add here is probably going to be right there. So long story short, we're going to a little bit of a correction. It showed us say inverse head and shoulders. Then we broke down to the bottom. Now we are in a critical period of time. We could come down here and touch this magnet right here, and that would be a healthy retest. We could also come down to 6 zeros and a 3868 and fill this wick in. I know a lot of you guys are going to freak out and say, oh my God, this is the end of the world, yada, yada, yada. But by filling this wick in, that would be extremely bullish. You understand?
If we fill that wick in, I'm going to buy liquid TitanX.
Yeah. So the reason why is because if someone were to buy this bottom right here, that means they're in 2x profit, right? Up here, they were at 1.5, up here, 1.2, and then currently they're sitting at about 30%. So there's a good chance that they might be taking profit here, 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 and then slowly selling down. And that's the thing about these gnarly wicks, man, is like if they don't get filled in, then you can see a massive price impact down the road. So coming down in, fill that wick, and then good to go. We touch down here and then bounce off. So I think overall, man, we're going to continue to trade sideways. I still think we need some sort of catalyst, whether it's something going on with Dragon X or the V1 buy and burn gets activated, but that's outside of our control. So, see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I definitely agree with your analysis that we could be dropping down and filling that wick. So
yeah, so that's option. That's the bearish option. Now, if we don't fill this wick, maybe we come down. Like I do believe we're going to touch this magnet. Like I'll probably extend this down a little bit to this magnet because that makes a little bit more sense. So yeah, I did change it just by a little bit. But long story short, if we come down, touch this magnet right here, we could bounce off that magnet and just keep on going. So there's multiple ways of doing this. But like I said, man, I'm still sticking with this sideways consolidation zone. And then if we come down here and fill this wick, this is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity at this type of TitanX level, because I don't think we'll ever go this low again. If that were to happen, you know what I'm saying? So let's look at some indicators. So yeah, we just had a cross right here on the daily. So with this cross, it means it could start coming down a little bit, and then RSI, we're going very low. We're getting close to oversold territory. So yeah, man, looking good. Goo God, if that wicks fill and bounces off the bottom, then I'm selling all my earthly possessions for Alien X. Love it.
everything. Give it all up, goo god.
Yeah. Well, hey man, look. When it comes to the TitanX altcoins, they're gonna get hit hard, but that's the time to get in. It's like if that wick fills, like bro, look at Dragon X, look at Alien X, look at Morpheus, whatever projects you're looking for. That would be the time to get them. What do you think about Ouroboros coming out with lending and USDX soon? So, from my understanding, Ouroboros is a I believe it's a fork of the liquidity protocol. But I did speak with a couple people, and they're saying that the developer behind it is adding his own twist behind this type of stablecoin. So don't get me wrong, like we do need a stablecoin within the TitanX ecosystem. So my main question is, how do we make sure that there is enough liquidity from that stablecoin into whether it's TitanX or Ethereum or whatever token it's going to be behind? Because one of the biggest issues with these stablecoin protocols is the liquidity pool. If you look at liquid loans on Pulse Chain, the liquidity on that project is awful. If you try to swap from that stablecoin into Pulse, like $100,000, you will get wrecked with slippage. So if he's able to create a protocol where you can swap in and out, everything's good to go, then yeah, man, I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think it's going to do really well. So that's my main focus. Does that make sense?
Liquidity is everything, bro. You can't get out. If you can't get out, that ain't gonna work. If you're trying to make something stable, you need it to be able to get out. So, yeah, that's definitely a major problem that really does seem like it's being solved by very few people in the industry right now. What do you think?
Yeah. Very few people in the industry. I wonder what RH thinks about this, about
Me
stable
too,
coins.
man. It's crazy. I wonder what he's doing.
Yeah.
Crazy. Always wearing a Pulse Chain hat. I'll talk about TitanX all year long, but I'll still wear this hat.
Yes, sir. I think someone's going to make a USDX credit card. I see the card already in my mind. Well, yeah, I saw a live stream with Eric. Eric was saying that they're going to try to do it. So, I mean, if they can get the regulation, governmental approval to do something like that, hey, hats off to you. But I'm telling you, that is a lot easier said than done. Like when you're messing with this type of stuff with crypto payments, it gets really sketchy. I'll give you an example. Did you know what happened to Coinbase?
Aside from them getting sued by the SEC.
Well, yeah. Besides that, so basically, they actually tried to get rid of like Coinbase's banks because they had a debit card that was using crypto to pay for stuff. So the government was actually trying to debank them. I forgot the name of what it was called. I can't remember the initiative, but basically, Coinbase almost lost all of their banking, and it had a lot to do with that debit card that they brought out. And he actually came on live stream and talked about it. So, like when you mess with this type of stuff, man, it's a different beast, man. It's crazy.
Wait, so you can't use the Coinbase debit card anymore?
No, you can use it, but they try to get rid of the company banks.
Okay.
See, this is how politics work. Like everyone has their own perspective on how the world really works. I'll tell you how it works. If you do something that certain people don't like, they find a way to hit you. And it might not be in the particular field you're at, but it could be something with banking. It could be something in your personal life. I'm not going to get too specific because we are on YouTube and I don't want to get shadow banned. But the main point I'm trying to say is this type of stuff can you can get hit with anything from legal to personal. And so yeah, good stuff. All right.
Yeah, hard stuff to navigate with with little regulatory clarity.
Yeah, and like Brian Armstrong comes out and he's like, dude, they try to get rid of our banks, and he put it on Twitter and it blew up, man. Like literally, like Coinbase almost failed because of the U.S. government. So
Doesn't
that's
surprise me, and I hope a new administration won't stifle innovation so much because we need to lead in this sector.
yeah. So like I said, guys, that just that tells you everything you need to know. And as for Ouroboros, I know we just went on a crazy random tangent. One thing I want to see is liquidity between the stablecoin and whatever coin is paired up with. That's the number one thing I want to see. If I can swap $1 million in and out of that liquidity pool without any crazy impact, we're good to go. And what that will do is you can use TitanX as collateral, and then using TitanX as collateral remove more of those tokens from circulation, and then we'll have a stable coin economy. And I'm 100% for it. I probably won't promote it too much because we're in the US and I don't want to get in trouble, but I'll let you Europeans promote it. So 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 cool. All right, good stuff. Cool. So let's just check out price charts. There are 74 you guys in here. Man, dude, a couple of red candles, man, and everyone just goes away. All right.
It just goes to show not everybody's meant to make it, bro. You got to show up on the red days, bro.
Yeah, bro. When we're getting like, if we start getting like 2,000 live stream viewers on this live stream, I'm selling everything. Actually, no,
That
no,
will
no.
be the number.
Yo, we need we need a keyword for when to get out of the market, because we can't just say like sell, then everyone's gonna get upset. Like, we need like a buzzword. It can't be pineapple. It's gotta be something else.
I think it should be ostrich.
All right. If we start saying ostrich, you guys know what to do. All right. If we start mentioning ostrich, remember this. All right. Ostrich is the key word. If we start talking about ostriches all the time, that's when you know you need to make your exit.
Because at this point, literally, Chris is gonna have to be doing so much research into ostriches. He's not gonna be able to hold back from talking about their nature.
That's the buzzword. Yes, ostrich. If you hear ostrich, that means get out as soon as
Yep.
possible. We're not going to be specific about it, right? So, all right.
Because the next thing you'll see is a video of Chris with his new pet ostrich.
Yeah, his name is West Cope.
Yes, West Coast Crypto.
All right. So, what's going on with Bitcoin? All right. So, from my understanding, we had an agreement 92K. We actually hit that bottom right there. And then now we're getting a little bit of a doji coming right here at the bottom with this weekly close. In my opinion, I think that might be a local bottom, is what I'm thinking. We could go a little bit lower, but just based on the time frame and where we're at in the market and where we're coming into, because keep in mind, January is the beginning of a new tax season. Why do you think that's important, Trey?
Because a lot of things, man. Because of tax implications and because people are gonna get ready to ape into this market, dude, with new glory.
There's a new administration coming in. It's a new tax season. That tax season is going to be under the new administration. And because of that, that's what we're going to see. I guarantee you at the beginning of next month, we are going to see charts get painted. So we hit that 92K. We did a bullish retest. Now we got to come back up. And I think we're going to hit that 108K just based on the weekly. I do not see it. I know we said 89K is in the cards. I do not see us hitting 89K. And I do not even seeing us hitting 74K. So I think what I'm probably going to do is get rid of this flag, because I think we're done with that. I definitely want to make sure we have a magnet though, because this might be a magnet to just keep an eye out if we ever come back down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right here. I would say probably like right here is a beautiful magnet. So when we're coming back down and trying to determine when to get out of the market. So yeah, man. So like I said, 92K come up, start testing out 108. See you later. Now we're coming close to the monthly close. Oh God. Geez. Man, these monthly closes. All right.
Exactly what you
So
said you don't want to see is a doji.
yeah, we don't want to see a doji. Do I think we're going to hit a doji? No, I do not think we're going to hit a doji. But if we do hit a doji, that's not going to be looking good. But also keep in mind, like, when was the last time we hit a doji on a monthly? Did we still go? Yeah, I mean, right here we had a doji and we still went going. Let's take a look. Whoa, what just happened? Collapse panel. Why do I have an extra? Oh, that's the EMA. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why that happened. So, long story short, I don't want to see a doji on the monthly. If that's the case, then we have to go back to another scenario. But I think I full heartedly believe we hit 92K, we bounce off, and then we test all-time highs at the beginning of January. I do not see us coming down to 71K. That would be the next reasonable target, and I do not see that coming down or 89K. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I think all the bullish players are looking at these charts right now too, and they see there's 4 or 5 days left in this month, bro. And I really don't think that the bullish warriors that are perpetuating this cycle are gonna let that candle in a doji, because that could be catastrophic for this market, dude. So like, people could say that's the end of the market.
Yeah. So on top of that, we're getting close to our 3 monthly close. So on the 3 month, last time it was beautiful green. And then the next 3 months was a beautiful green, followed by a red month. So basically, we have a massive green all-time high on the 3 monthly, extremely bullish, looking really, really good. And then I would suspect the next 3 months are going to be green as well, which puts us close to a potential top right around March and April. So yeah, man, 3 months looks good. And guess what? We have a 6 monthly close. Look at this. Look at this 6 monthly close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful 6 monthly close right on the back. Nice and green across the board. And Trey Souls, we actually hit our 12 monthly close as well. Our yearly close is coming up very, very soon. So, top right here, yearly red, green, green, green. Next bull market, boom, red. 1, 2, and then next one's going to be 3. So yes, 2025 is going to be green. Just based off of it, we have a green right here. 1, 2, 3. Red, bear market. 1, 2, 3. Bear market. 1, 2, 3. So all the indicators are saying bullish. You see what I'm saying?
The market is not over in January. I'm telling you right now, influencers are going to come on here and say that's what's going to happen. So, no, we said it. It's not going to be bearish. 2025 all the way, baby.
Do you want? Yeah, I mean, how else can I convince you guys? Do you want me to do a 24 month monthly close? I can figure this out. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. But overall, just looking at these each of these candle periods, it's just saying on the higher time frames, it just looks really, really good right now. So yeah, man. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. And then let me go back to the weekly real quick, and then we got to move on. So hit that 92K. It'll be beautiful. We can come up and W on out and then see later and start approaching our 130K. If not, worst comes to worst, we just trade sideways and consolidate in this zone between 101 and probably 92K is what I'm thinking. So, yeah, man, that's Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin dominance. So, if you're following our Twitter, I call this as the local top right here. Right here, it's the local top of Bitcoin dominance. So, came back up, came down, came back up, bullish retest of this breakdown. This is called a double top right here. 1, 2, came back up, try to come back up and retest this, then broke down. Now we have a falling knife. Then we have this trading pattern, which hold on, let me bring up this trading pattern. I got it right here. Give me 1 second. All right, so got it. Pull this up. So you see these 3 candles right here. This is called an advanced block. So you have a really bullish green candle, a semi-bullish green candle, a very smaller one, and then a potential doji. So an advanced block right here indicates a massive reversal coming down to the downside. So I think altcoin season is you're going to really, really, really see it fall off a cliff first week of January. That's what I'm thinking. And I created this chart like 2 months ago. and I kept this green line coming in, and I just did it based off the same time frames as the last market. So yeah, man, it's looking pretty good. Any thoughts on Bitcoin dominance?
Yeah, dude, you've gotten to the finish line of your green box, brother. Are you excited?
Yeah, man, stoked. It's looking good.
Same, same.
All right, Ethereum.
I'm kind of stoked too because I'm recognizing right now we got new people in the chat that I've never seen before. So I just want to say thanks for coming in, joining the stream today. There's definitely a few people I've never seen before, so really glad to have newcomers in here.
Oh yeah.
He says I'm not alone anymore. No, you're not. You can watch us. Yes. Then we got Chickadee who came in. She said, "Sweet, love you guys. Got
Love
your
you too.
boss. Knows about the buzzwords, man. You could just come here and learn. Meet new friends. No, say
Then
Papa Midnight.
I'm not saying that. I think Ostrich is better. I'll leave that for the idiots on Poleshin to say. Papa Midnight, stake your hex for 25,000 years. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people on Poleshin I like, but I just don't like the maxis. I think they're all losers. So it just is what it is. But I like the degens. The degens on Poleshin, those are my peoples. So
Peeps.
and I also like the developers on Poleshin. Like the builders on Poleshin are really, really great people. So all right. What do we have going on with Ethereum? Broke out Doji, bearish engulfing candle. So this is going to get interesting. This is obviously forming an inverse head and shoulders. You can also say it's going to be a cup and handle. The neckline is sitting at about 41K. And then from there, did we do a target on this?
I'm sure.
Did we do a target on this breakout? Because I'm hoping we did.
Pretty sure it was 10K because I think Gugod was saying 12 to 14K.
No, this way, yeah, the target breakout from this pattern is going to be about 6K. So if we break out of this flag, we're probably going to we're going to land at like 6K and then just flag on out down. So the reason why I'm saying this is we're getting close to a critical point right here. We came down, we hit this magnet that we told you guys about, 3,100. I mean, I guess technically you can say there's like a magnet right here at about 2,790. I don't know if we're gonna test that, because check this out. If you guys come over here, there's actually a triangle that I'm seeing. So you see how there's like this little triangle coming across?
Yep.
So we broke out this triangle, and when you have a breakout, you come up, you break out, but you have to test this breakout right here. You see this line, you have to test it. So we came up here, broke out, traded sideways the entire time, came back down, tested that breakout right here, traded sideways, and then broke out again. So we already had this breakout retested. And the question is, will we come back down and retest this neckline from here? Because in my opinion, I think this breakdown was a retest of this breakout. And since that already happened, I don't know if we're going to come down here and touch 2,780. So I think potentially we'll come back down, hit this magnet again, trade sideways, and then come back up, hit the top of this cup line at 4,988, and then start our next move up. So, yeah, man. So, like I said, your bearish target 3098, bullish target 3579, and then 4,101. So this is the time to get into Ethereum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta go fill that wick, baby.
And then also the other thing I was looking at, look at the ETH BTC chart. This is the other thing I like to pay attention to. So back in 2020, when did we start to see Ethereum run versus BTC? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 weeks. When did this happen? The beginning of the new year. When the new year began, that's when we started to see Ethereum take off. We are 1 week away from this period right here. Let's go back to the year before. When did we start to see Ethereum take off versus Bitcoin? We had a doji right here on the December 26th, which is literally today in 2016, bullish engulfing candle the first week. Boom. See you later. This happened twice before. So what I'm seeing right now is if we come over here, before we took off, we have a doji, and then we have this week. I guarantee you there's going to be a bullish engulfing candle. See you later. And that's why I don't think Ethereum's going to go that much lower. Does that make sense?
That was beautiful analysis, buddy. And it just, oh, that was so good, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Just take it, take a look at it. So yeah, so that's how I see it. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this and I'm translating it to this chart. And I know a lot of people are saying being overly bearish about what's going on with Ethereum, but I just don't see it because it's going to start running versus Bitcoin. So this is the time when it starts doing its thing. I can see it do like a cup and handle and then boom, see you later. Like starting now, but I don't know, it's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. But
It's almost like you have to think of this from a Bitcoin investor's perspective. Like if you're holding a bunch of Bitcoin and you just made a bunch of money in these past couple of run-ups, you're likely to be going into something like Ethereum at the beginning of the year, starting over. And that's what we've seen over and over again. So history's just going to repeat itself, and it's really cool to see these charts side by side and in tandem.
yes, sir. And shout out to DeFi DGN. Good to see you. I'm pretty sure this person surfs as well. So yeah, post more surfing stuff. Good God. Max Pain is always the upside, 20k ETH loading, but only after massive manipulation. Yeah, that's a good point. This could undergo manipulation. So beautiful bullish setup. Yeah, man, I definitely agree 100%. Okay. What else? Let's look at the total market cap. So this is the other thing I want to show you guys. So while everyone's just being bearish and saying it's the end of the world, actually, I don't know what I'm doing, man. So we look at that, the monthly close. Oh, last thing I just want to say on Ethereum, we do have the monthly close coming up. If we get a doji right here, that's not going to look good. So I would pay special attention to the last 7 days. I don't want to see a doji, but if that happens, then we'll go through what's going on there. So I just want to make sure you guys are clear about that. That bullish, that monthly close is going to be extremely important. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Which one I was on total? So guys, if you just take a look at the total market cap right now, we got as high as $3.7 trillion. $3.7 trillion. So the reason why I'm gonna put this up here is everyone's extremely bearish, but dude, we're at all-time highs. Like this chart right here tells me there is more money going into crypto today than ever before. It's looking really, really bullish right now. And I'll give you a projection on where I can see the total market cap going. So we go to the last market, right? In this last market, we got front ran we hit the 3.414 on the dot, right? And then let's see at the previous market. Do we have the previous market here? Nah. Wait, when was the previous market?
Yeah, you got there.
2016. Was it right here? 2016. When did that pump start? Like right here? Yeah, so the last pump we superseded the 5.28. This one we got to the 3.414. So our target's going to be the 2.616. Now I know this all sounds like a different language to most y'all, but the main point I'm trying to say is this little red line is going to be our target from the previous all-time high, which is going to put us very close to $8 trillion. $8 trillion. This is where I think the top is going to be somewhere close to $8 trillion, which means the entire amount of money coming into crypto from now until the top is going to almost triple. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
$6 trillion is probably going to come into this market. Like, just think about that for a second. How many meme coins are going to go to billions? How many DEXs are going to go to billions? How many DeFi protocols are going to go to billions? It's going to be a lot. So that was the biggest thing I want to say. Yeah. So, yeah, man. So, all right, bro. Well, go ahead.
Enough to get you right if you've been paying attention.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got, unless you want to go through one or two meme coins.
No, we did it, bro. People are, they're with their fam and they're bearish right now. Their families was asking them at Christmas how their TitanX bags are doing, and they had to tell them that miners weren't profitable yet. So yeah, I get what you guys are going through, but stay strong, stay up. Come back to the verse. We're gonna be back next week.
Yes, sir. And hey, I think in the next live stream, we'll probably just do meme coins and we'll just start looking at bottoms. But in the last live stream, bro, we called bottoms on a lot of charts. Goo Guy was in there. Utah Crypto was in there and all that good stuff. So, guys, that's it for the live stream. Do us a favor. Like this post, share the stream out, and comment down a couple of friends down here so that you think need to view this live stream. Until then, guys, we'll see you next one. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.